And what is the deal, y'all? This is Isaiah Fowler. This is the founder of SWAV Eyewear, SWAV Agency, and this is the best podcast in regards to direct-to-consumer information, right? I'm a strategist. I work with a lot of direct-to-consumer brands, and I help them with the strategy, right? So everything that I come on this podcast and share with y'all is things that I've seen from a firsthand experience, and also have my own e-commerce brand as well that we're growing. So it's like I'm coming to you and I'm sharing some real shit, like straight up. I'm sharing some real stuff with y'all from what I've seen at, a lower level to a much higher level. And because of that, I really just hope that people listen and people understand what's being said here. Because if you literally go watch my YouTube videos, get serious about them and apply them to your business, you literally can go make $250,000, $500,000, shit, a couple mil, honestly. So this stuff is not to be taken lightly, it's to be taken seriously. So with that being said, today's episode, we're talking about what every e-commerce reseller should be doing. And so if you have a e-commerce brand, or even if you're just a reseller, right? Let's say you're reselling anything, it doesn't matter, on the internet, and you have a website. Here's what you need to be doing. And I'm gonna break it down why too, but this is what you need to be focused on, and it's what you need to be doing. It's okay to resell stuff, but you need to have your own brand under what you're reselling, under the category of what you're reselling. Now, here's what I mean. If you go to Target, if you go to Sprouts, if you go to Whole Foods, if you go to Kroger, if you go to any store for real that resells other brands, you best believe they're gonna have their own brand of things. Think about this. If you're reselling, whatever you're reselling, you need to have your own brand under that category. I went to Sprouts, and if I go to, let's say, I can go into the herb section, because I'll be taking my herbs, right? And let's say that I want to get some chlorophyll. Sprouts is going to have their own version of chlorophyll. They're going to have their own version or their own brand of branded herbal products. They're going to have a section that, although they're selling other cookies, other brands of cookies, they have their own brand of cookies. They have their own brand of vanilla wafers. They have their own brand of ginger snaps. Don't ever get it twisted. Just because a company is reselling does not mean that they don't have their own brand under that. Because here's why. If you're reselling other people's stuff, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, but the margins are lower, so you have to do a higher volume. So if you have your own brand, the margins with your own brand are actually higher. So you have a solid mix at that point, right? And this is why everything comes back to the brand. This is always why I'm just big on brand and strategy. If you can master branding and you can master strategy, everything else will be a byproduct of it. Branding and strategy, branding and strategy, branding and strategy. Know that, believe that, understand that, right? Live by that. Because what happens is, let's say that you have a product that you're reselling. Let's say you're buying it for $10 and you're reselling it for $18, right? Okay. If you know that you're buying it for $10 and you're selling it for $18, that's $8 spread. So what you have to start asking yourself is, how much is the person that I'm buying it for 10, how much are they getting it for? Right? So what if they're getting it for $4 and they're selling it to you for $10 and you're selling it for 18? So you're the middleman. Really, there's two middlemen in this equation. You have the source, you have them, you have you, and then you have the retail consumer. So that has to touch three people before it gets to the consumer. So you basically dividing up $18 divided into three, when it could just be you and the actual source, and you could be making more money. Right? So think about it. You buy something for 10, you sell it for 8, that's $8. But what if you figure out that you could buy that same exact product for $4, put your brand on it, and then sell it for 18? That's way better margins, right? See, these big brands, these big companies, they're not stupid. They do this stuff. You go to any major store that resells stuff, they're going to have their own brand. And then it's going to be in all the different categories: home and bath, kitchen, appliances, cleaning supplies, clothing. Target got it down, right? They sell something thieves. They sell like socks and stuff like that. They literally know what they're doing. That's how Target, over the years, Target has not always been as prestigious as it has. But over the years, they started getting their own brands and putting it inside of the store and selling it. Those higher margins have gone into the branding of Target, into the aesthetic. Target did not used to be what it is today, right? Same colors, but the branding, the ethos was not what it is today. Target has literally revolutionized, the game. And Target is more so for the bougie people. If you have to choose between Walmart and Target, most people are going to choose Target, and it's a certain demographic. And now it's to the point where Target is, only being placed in certain zip codes. For real, because it's, targeted to a more affluent person. So when you really think about these things, it's all going to come back to the brand. So even if you are reselling, focus on the brand. Even if you're reselling, focus on the brand. You need your own brand. You need your own brand of products inside of the category that you're selling. This can literally revolutionize you, your life, your business, how you do things, how you feel about things, how you feel about your business, the trajectory of your business, everything. It'll change the game for you. So go do it, right? You need your own brand of products, even if you are reselling, right? So if you know somebody that is a reseller and they can be selling on the internet, share this video with them, because this right here is powerful when you apply it. If you're reselling products, create your own brand of products in that same category and then sell that, and watch how your business is different. And let's say you're reselling shoes. That's pretty hard to get into. But what you can do is, what is an accessory that goes with shoes that you could have your own brand? You can have your own brand of shoelaces, right? And then you could upsell to people. So you sell them the shoes. Let's say you're reselling Jordans and Yeezys and stuff. Okay, get your own brand of shoelaces, brand those shoelaces. When they buy the shoes, sell them the shoelaces for an extra $10, $20. You probably could get the shoelaces for 30 cents. Let's just say you could get the shoelaces for 75 cents, which is super expensive for some shoelaces. You can sell them for $15, $10. Great margins, right? You'll make so much more money doing that, and then you could reinvest that back into the business, and over time, you could get to a point where you have your own shoes. This is how we build brands out here, right? This is how we build brands. So if you're a reseller, you need your own brand. So start thinking about that. And that's what I wanted to talk about today. Start building your own brands. I don't care what it is, what you got, what you're selling, what you're reselling. You need your own brand. Point blank, period. If you want to be around for the long term, you need your own brand. Because you need something that people are going to identify with and recognize. If you don't have that, then you're a commodity. And you don't want to be a commodity. So always remember, everything you do in life, it starts with a vision. And I'm going to check y'all on the next episode. Peace.